Yeah, what up, everybody? It's NY Emperor X, aka NNX, or you could just call me X, but it's your boy. Yeah, your boy. And this dusty motherfucker right here
The
is
simple man of simple pleasures, otherwise known as the Moose King, but that's just me. And we are the Dust Bunnies.
Macarena.
Exactly. Getting back to another glorious Macarena episode of God of War.
Aye.
This is a lot of bodies.
Man,
Yeah, this game.
you know what's funny? Now that I'm listening to it, he sounds a lot like Dante.
Atreus?
What you see.
Okay.
Well, they look like men, not giants.
Hey, he kind of does, doesn't he?
It's weird.
Weird. Yeah. Now I'm not going to be able to unhear that for like weeks.
I'm sorry.
Thanks, you asshole.
I'm sorry.
Dante! Boy!
Boy. Now that's how you respond to a child.
Walk up to Dante. Atreus! Ah, damn it. I mean,
Statue. We made it across.
alrighty.
Well, you do say Dante pretty firmly. Dante!
Dante! Dante!
Oh,
Yeah.
this is Duroth. The
Durath.
four stacks of the world.
To
Ah,
Also watch the
that's
episodes
right.
here.
To us.
Watches. Ooh, that was close.
To us. I feel like I'm doing it like a spell with a potion. Oh, you guys can't see it. I'm sorry. What I'm doing is I'm filling up ale, and and I'm like it was like this close to
Yeah.
dripping out, like this fucking close, bro. So I'm just sitting here like, do us.
Doing fucking voodoo magic.
No,
No bruja?
no bruja, no santa, no none of that bullshit.
Yeah, I stay away from that too.
No.
Yeah.
No, not in my house.
Did I ever tell you?
Oh, no.
I forget who it was I was hanging out with, or who it was at the time. But we were on the beach and we were walking, and we walked past somebody doing a ritual, like an actual ritual. Like they had a fire going, there was chanting, there was a dead like rabbit over the fire pit. Yeah, man, like it was real shit.
Well,
Needless to say, we walked quicker.
I wouldn't blame you. For me, I can't say I've seen that.
No?
No. Thank God I haven't.
Yeah, oh god, yeah.
I have enough negativity in my life.
You're right.
But
Rip them open!
I can say that one of the biggest things I have seen dealing with that is okay, you ever been? You guys wouldn't know these streets, but have you ever been? Remember where Hollywood Boulevard is?
Yep.
And 62nd.
Yep.
Around where what's his name used to live? By Washington.
Peak is still our goal.
In that corner where the light is, there was a grocery bag, and it was full of pigeons but they were headless.
Oh yeah, I remember you told me about that shit.
They were headless.
Yeah, they were
pigeons.
headless pigeons in a
I
bag.
was like, oh no, I'm not
Right?
crossing this.
What
fucking
kind of
street.
Santa Maria shit? No,
No. I'm not fucking with that Santeria, that brujeria.
Yeah.
I'm not, or witchcraft.
Yeah.
I'm not fucking with any of it. Nah,
Oh, yeah.
you got me fucked up, bro. Nah, son, I don't trust that.
Right,
You
smart
feel-
man, smart fucking man.
Like, yo, that's right there. Ugh, I'm good, bro. I'm
Right?
not doing that shit. No.
And it's actually on the opposite end of my end. For you who don't know, brother, you already know this. My uncle is a warlock, and our buddy Kay used to practice a lot.
I know about the sigils. I didn't know he was a
He practiced.
practitioner.
Oh, he practiced.
Oh, wow.
Yes, he did. He's the one who gave me my
It means terror.
the guardian to not report to, but to learn from.
No. I know that
Because
but
of
still.
my sigil actually ran out of energy, so I wasn't able to actually go through with the talisman.
Man, there's only one sigil you need to focus on.
String in some sort of animal.
Angel sigils, baby. Angel sigils.
Just
Yeah. Get some divinity in your life. But did you know that? The angels actually have sigils.
yes, yeah. I knew. Yeah,
I didn't
angels
know
have
that
sigils.
until, I want to say 2 years ago.
No shit.
Mhm.
Huh. The more you know.
But my thing is I was never into all that, you know.
Oh yeah,
like,
and I had my stage where I dabbled, but I got out of it way before I started doing
smart man,
rituals.
get the fuck out of there.
Well, I came out with a few things still attached to me, which we've actually talked. I love that. Hello, stop that. He just shut him down real quick.
Good man.
He was just trying to have a little fun.
No. Not when you're in a big-ass mountain that there's nothing but enemies.
He was just being a boy.
I don't care.
Having fun. Oh, you remember this shit? Yeah, right? Right, you remember this shit?
I'm exaggerating on how
yeah.
much, but it really is a pain in the ass.
Yeah, this was probably one of the slowest parts in the game, actually. The more I think on it.
Yeah, you felt it too?
Oh, yeah. It dragged on a little bit longer than
Cory
it should.
Barlog, man.
I forget. Cory Barlog?
The director of this game.
Ah, yes. Many
No.
kudos to that man.
You don't understand. I respect all three of the directors that have been for the main God of War games.
Mm-hmm.
I respect the shit out of them. But Cory, man.
Cory did some work, man.
That
man can tell a story.
The one who did 3, fucking amazing.
3 was fucking balls to the wall,
Mind you, he's been part of every single game before he did 3, before he got the director job. Cory Barlog did number 2.
No shit.
Yeah, so this was his second time.
This was his second time, yeah.
Working on a God of War
game.
Well,
that's a plus.
Exactly. So who better than somebody who's already worked on it and was in charge of it?
Exactly.
You get me?
Absolutely.
But David Jaffe.
Yeah,
you can never take away from what he did. David Jaffe, if you guys don't know, he's the creator of Twisted Metal.
Yeah, bro.
And technically, he's the creator of God of War.
Bro, don't get me started on Twisted Metal, man. I miss that shit.
Sweet tooth, bro.
Sweet, bro. Fucking Twisted Metal Black.
Bro,
that was my shit, man.
What was his name? Michael Caine?
Yeah, there was Michael Caine and...
Was it Michael or Marcus?
Marcus, actually. It was Marcus Caine.
It was Marcus Caine,
yes.
Okay.
Because they were both the same person.
Yeah, exactly. So we found that out later.
Yeah.
We found that out way later. Because originally, Marcus Caine was supposed to be his own guy.
Uh-huh. That's how they started initially, yeah. And then they merged them. Needles Caine and Marcus Caine. That's what I'm looking for.
And that's what I think. He's Sweet Tooth. Or no, excuse me. Sweet Tooth is not Sweet Tooth, if you guys didn't know.
Yeah.
Sweet Tooth is the ice cream truck.
Yep. Yep.
Needles is the name of the clown.
Needles is the name of the clown.
That's
Needles
crazy. Caine. But we all refer to him as Sweet Tooth.
Yep. Well, because that's how he was referred to in the first game. So it's like there was just a lot of.
But to be fair, I mean that's more of an awesome name than Needles.
To be honest, like I like Needles as a alternative kind of name, but I do agree with you that Sweet Tooth is like a better killer name. You know what I mean?
Right? It's like Zodiac Killer.
Sweet Tooth.
Right.
You
know what I mean? Like
it's ingrained, man. Like you think of Sweet Tooth and that fucking clown comes right to your head, man.
With the little X on one eye.
Yeah. And I loved his fucking Black story. Oh. Yeah, where they finally caught him, they put him in the electric
Twisted
chair.
Metal Black was, if you ask me personally, it was the epitome. It was the epitome of Twisted Metal Fourth Generation at the time. Twisted Metal now is a shadow of what it used to be,
which is very unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate.
No, it really is.
Because like that was a game that was enjoyably dark. You know, like if shit like that, Courage the Cowardly Dog, that's why we're fucked up the way we are.
Our whole generation is screwed, bro. If you really think about it, and I say this all the time, and you guys can hate me if you want, but the kids now are like sheltered compared to what we were.
Oh, absolutely. They don't get away with
us 90s babies, we know what dark cartoons were. We know, you know, and honestly, I can seriously die happy knowing that we had the best generation for one reason. We were still able to grow up with all the 80s shit.
Yeah, we got the late 80s shit. Yeah.
We got all the 80s shit.
Yeah.
We got all the dark stuff from the 90s.
Right, Ren and Stimpy.
We got to witness the early 2000s.
Right.
And then, I mean, now everything's getting, you know, not a shitter, but
at the time.
But at the time, bro, we grew up with dark stuff.
Hell yeah, and we fucking came out fine.
But no. This is the part where I say you guys are gonna hate me. We shelter these kids like.
Okay, from what I've seen, from what I understand,
I hated those owners. I really did.
The reason why that happens is it's kind of like a weird. What's the word I'm looking for? It's kind of like a weird bounce back effect, right? Mm-hmm. So what you have is like, for instance, the generation of hippies, right? Mm-hmm. The generation that came after that in the 80s, right? You went from, hippies to chilling drugs to 80s holy super grunge drugs. You know what I mean? Like rock star drugs. You know what I mean?
No. Those weren't even rock star drugs.
But
those were straight out of like Scarface drugs.
But that's what I'm saying.
To the limit. But
that's what I'm saying. Like you had this curve going up of like this borderline, not insanity, but like holy crazy shit going on.
Yeah.
So the parents who survived that and watched their friends die from that shit became the parents who started to shelter their kids more because they didn't want them to go through that. But in the process, they sheltered them. But what I'm saying is, in the process, they sheltered them too much.
No, I get you, but I disagree. What I'm saying is that we had that era, right? Mm-hmm. For example, you're talking about the '80s Reagan era, late
'70s, '80s, starting to build up into that.
Well, the Reagan era was when crack cocaine really hit.
Oh, is that what that was?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, which is why it's called the Reagan era.
Okay.
That era, I completely agree with you. That was a horrible era as far as all that is concerned. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? People were addicted. People were selling themselves, selling children. They were.
Yeah, that's true. That was that era too.
Like that era was horrible as far as
man.
But my thing is what I'm saying is millennials, right?
Like nowadays.
And that's one word I don't like.
Millennials.
Because it's not because I don't. All right, I'm actually kind of two-faced with that.
Okay.
I don't like the word millennials when it's referred to us because we're not millennials to me.
Okay.
We had Generation X, which was considered 80s, and some say early 90s, but nowadays they're like, no, Generation X was the 80s or whatever.
It seems to keep changing to anyone's
favorite, you get what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
I remember when we were part of Generation X.
Really? I thought we were millennials. When did that change?
Exactly my point. I remember when they used to call us part of Generation X, and then anything past 95 was millennial.
Right. I remember that. I mean? Yeah.
Now they're calling us millennials. You get me?
Like really?
But I hate that term only for the simple fact that it's it sounds like a needy word. Nowadays it's associated with needy people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's more like an accusation and like a slap-on title kind of thing.
Yeah, it's slanderous in a way.
Yeah.
I mean?
Okay.
So that term right there, I don't know.
It's not your jam.
Yeah, no.
It's all good.
See, this is where you and me differ in games. Mm-hmm. I don't want to read all this shit. Just give me upgraded armor and that's it. Just give it to me
on my way.
You know what I mean? Right. I don't want to read this. Oh, this does this and this does that. No.
Yeah.
Just give me upgraded armor. Just upgrade my shit,
upgrade
bro.
My shit. Oh, fuck.
I'm such an asshole. I love it though.
But you still finished the game, right? So it's not like anybody can tell you wrong, right?
Facts. But you know what? You guys are gonna all laugh. I promise you. You even switched some of the stuff I had. Mm-hmm. I stayed with most of the basic stuff and I beat the game.
Oh yeah, I remember that. The only reason I still have this health burst thingy on here for the runic is because you like it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
No. You know why? Because in the toughest situations, that saved my ass.
Oh yeah, no, totally.
That saved my ass. I've cheesed a couple things. Oh, did you see the crow?
No, I did not. Was there an Odin crow?
Yeah. He's.
Oh, there he is. I have Odin.
But yeah,
you're saying that health burst actually helps keep you alive.
It's saved me a couple times, and I've cheesed some shit. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
I did like for example, one of the ancients.
Oh yeah. You had to cheese an ancient fight.
I had to cheese an ancient.
No
fight.
Shit.
I had to. I was too underleveled.
Oh, and you walked into the fight not ready.
Yeah, but then it was at that point where it's like, I gotta beat this guy.
Oh, absolutely.
like I have to kill him. I have to do it.
Never get tired of it.
I'm not proud of it, but I had to do it.
Right, you did what you had to do to survive. That's all that was.
What the hell is that? Is that fucking gratitude?
Is that fucking gratitude?
What's the name of this one?
Fuck gratitude.
Yeah, no, I don't like that name.
It's all good. There's all that shit I was looking for. Yum, 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 Yum.
Done.
See, my thing is with the health perk activation, right? Mm-hmm. It's a small burst and it is definitely guaranteed, right? My thing is I found better ones that work more towards my combo string. So you see all the crazy combos and shit that I keep doing, right?
Right.
And how I end most of them with like the Executioner's Cleaver, for instance.
Right.
I have one now that has a high perk chance of every time that I hit somebody with that Executioner's Cleaver, gives me back health immediately.
Oh,
you know,
okay.
so like it works for me because like I can work it into my combos more, and as a result, I can get my what do you call it?
Go ahead, move that time. I mean, moose. Move that moose.
Look, I'm moving it now. See? Ta-da!
No. Real life.
Not a fucking chance.
You see how big that shit is? That's just like the size of.
Right. I mean, mind you, last episode we were marveling at the fact that he could just climb up a mountain. And now he's just pushing this.
No, you know
what I mean?
It wasn't even that he could climb up a mountain. It was the ease he did it with.
Right?
He just went.
The nonchalance.
Like he went from climbing, and then the mountain went like this. It's like a slope like that, right? Well, for us, it makes sense. For you guys, it doesn't. But
it goes up, and then
the
it goes.
slope goes like that, right? And then he just went jump, with a kid on his back.
With a kid on his back. Fucking exactly.
Like, how do you do
this? Are you fucking right? And Atreus is just all cool with it and shit. Like, yeah, we've done this a few times.
Like, what the fuck?
Like, not freaking out.
And it cracks me up because even at one point in the story, I'm pretty sure you heard it. I don't know if this is spoilers. I don't think it is.
Possible spoiler alert?
Where Atreus tells Freya, oh, he's always been strong.
Yeah, we saw that actually the first time they had their interaction.
He's like, oh, he's always been really strong. Like
just
nigga, that's not strong. That's do you know what he is?
Well, he hasn't really had much other humans to compare it to.
Like Jesus, that's not regular.
Oh fuck, that's funny.
Right or wrong? Though.
Oh no, you're right. You're definitely right on that
one. Like I sit there and I think about it. I'm like, this man is moving something the size of a truck.
Right? Which is casual pace. Just na-da-da-da-da.
Yeah, no. He's just...
Right? Just another day of the job.
He looks like he's walking a fucking lawnmower.
He looks like he's walking a fucking lawnmower. That's the name of the episode. He's walking a fucking lawnmower.
Fucking, I'll take it.
Yeah!
I'll take it.
Oh, I love it. Oh, that's good. Oh, hey.
Oh, guys, if you're not watching it, please watch our Detroit videos. Those videos, oh my god.
Dude, if you want to watch Detroit, trust me, we watch it with you. You want to see us shut up for a minute?
You understand how much I've had this game already for what, 2 months?
Oh yeah, and you haven't touched it.
And I haven't touched it just for you guys. Like, you don't understand how much I want to play this game.
He is that type of guy. As soon as he gets a game in his house, he plays it.
I have to.
It's like a fucking necessity.
And I haven't played Detroit, and it's fucking killing me.
It is not useful. Leave it alone.
Smart man. It's killing me, bro.
Oh, yeah.
It is killing me, because every time I play that damn game, it's...
Right. I mean, you know, it's like the last episode we did with Detroit. It was a little slow paced, but like those type of moments are on purpose. You know what I mean? Like you need a calm before the storm. If everything was just all crazy and over the top, it wouldn't work out too well. Unless you're like God of War or something, you know, because then you're always over the top. But that's your niche, you know.
You mind if I take over for a little?
I don't mind. Go for it.
It's just, I don't know, man. Some of these games right now lately. Oh, yeah. I feel like games are doing better than movies.
Gaming as a medium is just, it's fantastic in the way you can actually tell a story, because there's such a variety of different ways to tell not only the same story, but brand new stories that you could never actually do in things like movies, right? So when you have things like Detroit, or you have Heavy Rain, or even something like God of War, you have this very linear story that has this expansive nature to it, that is essentially coddled with all these beautiful little details that you have the glory of investigating, and thus essentially establish a greater connection. Yeah, you just got to push it through and all that jazz. You got to go around and open up the door and push it through.
Is all that already done?
Yeah, all that's already explored. Okay. And it's like...
I was so into my conversation.
No, you're good. You're good.
You did.
You're good, brother.
Okay, so here, right?
No, you got to go around it, lift it up from there, and then push the thing through the rest of the way.
I got to go all the way up.
Yeah. So, like, you know,
Fuck.
You could tell, for instance, this God of War story, this particular God of War story, you could have told it in film, sure.
Yeah.
Would it have been as impactful? I think not.
I doubt it.
Not only because God of War...
I don't know where to go. Fuck.
Behind you.
It's
You go
been
through there,
so
go through-
long.
Yeah. And I'm telling you, I remember
dang.
as soon as I'm in like the mood, like I run through these fucking puzzles. You see it.
Yeah, no, bro, you're running through this shit. But mind you, I'm sitting here telling a whole story and everything,
and I'm still just booing.
And I'm just watching you, just like, yeah, I got this. Yeah,
so it's like
let's leave this open,
right?
Just
if you were to try to tell God of War in a movie, you could do it, but it wouldn't be as impactful.
I don't think so. No.
Well, that's what I'm getting at. It wouldn't be as impactful. I think you could still tell a story of God of War, but I think in turning it into a movie, you'd be losing obviously a core dynamic of the game, which is obviously the combat. But the other part being that there's just something so, I guess you could say. So it's like with God of War, you could tell it in a movie, you could tell it in a book, right? But you obviously lose a piece of what makes God of War when you try to tell it, right?
Right.
But from a linear story standpoint, you could tell this story. A maddened, essentially God at this point for Kratos, right? A maddened God who's trying to protect his son while also trying to raise him, being a single father, that whole 9 yards. You could tell that, right? But the joy of video games is that, like I said, you have this personalization to it. You have this sort of nature that you can indulge in. You feel more connected to the characters because you get to be the characters.
Exactly. Actually, you just took the words out of my mouth. What it is you can actually, you are that person.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. And like it adds this extra basting layer of just gooiness that you don't get when you watch like a movie. Now, this is not to say that movies cannot bring you into a character. For instance, something like Logan is a fantastic example. Oh, the Falcons! I love the Falcons! I love them! I take them over the wolves because there's like 6 of them and they go...
You want to put it?
No, you're good. If you don't use them, I don't use them. It's fine. I'll use the wolves.
I will snuff all this shit.
So it's like, God damn it.
You're right though. The Logan movie, all those things are good examples of
great storytelling
movies,
and using a character that we're more familiar with in a different medium, right?
Right.
Now, with something like like Detroit, right? You couldn't tell Detroit's story in a movie.
I feel the hate coming.
Why? Oh no! What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
Logan is an overrated movie. It is a good movie, but it's overrated.
Really?
It's overrated.
Well, we're going to have to talk about that in Xenoverse then. Because in the meantime, guys, brush that dust off your shoulders.
Damn,
brush that dust off that beautiful ass subscribe button. If you like what we do here, leave a like on this video. Leave a comment down in the comment section. Don't forget to give that bell a little riddling so you always know when our next video... so you always know when our next video goes live. If you absolutely like what we do here, tell your friends, tell everyone you've ever met and everyone you've never met about what it is we do here. Now, brother, when you're trapped in a mountain like this, right, and you've been pushing big-ass boulders all day, and you're sweaty, and you've got your axe out, right?
Damn it.
What kind of runic summon do you use to tell these motherfuckers how to subscribe?
I got you.
All right.
It's a whole different language. It's not even this type of language.
No, go for it. I thought you were going to say it in Spanish, and it was going to fuck with me. Okay.
It's working.
Right. Now look, you've all subscribed, and all of your friends are too. We're over 1,000 subs. Hey!
Scumbag. I was just subscribed.
And if you absolutely love what we do here, drop us a tip on Patreon. We'd really fucking appreciate it. It helps us grow the channel and turn it into all these amazing things that you guys
and if you
enjoy.
Do, we will actually put your name at the end of the credits. Okay?
Yes, there is a tier for those who would like to have their name in the credits. You're more than welcome to. Just click that little Patreon button down in the description. But we will see you guys in the next episode. Peace.
Bye, bitches.
We'll also leave a link in the description to his rant about how Logan's overrated. Bye.
No. I said the movie was overrated, but I didn't say it was a bad movie.
I'm not saying he didn't.
You fucking bastard. Trying to set me up. You see this?